Hey everybody, welcome back to Atomic News TV. I'm Laura, and tonight I'm going to give you an update on a previous video that I made in regards to the 7-year-old migrant girl who died after being taken into custody of the U.S. Border Patrol. Okay, so like I said in my previous video, you're going to see a lot of headlines, whether it be news articles or things on Facebook, things, videos here on YouTube, where the headline looks like it's the fault of U.S. Border Patrol. But the truth is, it's not. It is 100% the fault of the father. And this is why. This is what happened. Okay, so the father is now calling for a thorough investigation into his child's death. My question is why? Because it's your fault. Okay, when they were taken into custody, obviously, Border Patrol, they speak Spanish, okay? These people, their secondary language was Spanish, not their primary language. Their primary language was a Mayan dialect, okay? Secondary was Spanish. The Spanish that you or I know here in the U.S., more of a Mexican Spanish versus like Spain or Cuba, okay? But he knew enough Spanish to understand what was being communicated back and forth, okay? He is now saying that he did not fully understand the documents that he was asked to sign. Maybe so. But you understood enough Spanish to be able to communicate and respond when U.S. Border Patrol asked about their health or whether or not they had been eating or drinking, okay? So, if you said to Border Patrol, my child has not eaten or drank anything in several days, you know you were at fault. You know, because you were the one that dragged that child across the desert. You were the grown-ass adult who made the decision to come to the U.S. You were the adult that made the grown-ass decision that led to not having enough food or not having enough water for your child. So there is nothing to investigate. I don't care whether or not you understood the documents that you were signing, you knew enough Spanish, enough to communicate, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, child's sick, something like that, okay? You made the decision to come to the U.S. You know you were going to a place that spoke a different language than what you understood. Like I said in my previous video, the North Koreans who tried to escape North Korea, many of them have to cross the Gobi Desert in order to get to China. They know what they are up against in the Gobi Desert because it is unforgiving. More so than the desert between Mexico and the U.S. border, okay? They know it is a possible death sentence to cross that desert, but they are willing to take that risk to get out of North Korea. It is different for South Americans. They may very well want to get away from where they are. Yes. But they don't stop and think about, I need to pack this much food, this much water. I need to make sure that, we do this and that and the other. Because, proof from the caravan. They're proof right there. Handouts all the way. All the way. Food, water, shoes, clothes, shelter. Handouts 100% all the way. They're living proof that anybody in South America does not mentally prepare and physically prepare for the journey that they're about to take. They don't fully comprehend what they are up against. Or if they do comprehend, they still do it. They still do it. But they don't have the same mindset as the North Koreans, where they're like do or die. Like, I would rather die than stay in North Korea. These guys, they just want to leave for a better life. It's very different. It's very different. And the caravan is proof. But I feel so bad for this child because she died because her father is stupid. He's stupid. He dragged his child across a desert knowing she was ill. Because I'll tell you right now, she died. They're saying she died of liver failure. Liver failure does not happen in less than 24 hours. I may just be a veterinary assistant, but common sense now, liver failure does not happen in less than 24 hours. So she was either sick when they started or became sick along the way. And you can't tell me that child didn't have any symptoms prior to being taken into custody of U.S. Border Patrol. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nobody just up and, and starts vomiting and they're in liver failure. It just doesn't happen. You have some sign, some symptoms, some knowledge of something being wrong prior to it happening. Even if it's minimal, you know something's up. So, I still feel bad for this child, even after the fact, because I don't even know where they got this photo, but if you look at the article on Yahoo, the last photo of her for the world to see, okay, the world to see, is of her picking her nose. I'm serious. She's got her finger up her nose. Why would somebody release that photo for the world to see? Like, I would never want that to be the last picture for anybody to see of my child, is just of her picking her nose. I mean, is that supposed to be for sympathy? I mean, I realize that may very well be the only photo they have, but I would rather there be no photo of my child than a photo of her picking her nose. You guys might think I'm an awful person for saying that, but have some self-respect. Self-respect. You just killed your child, and now you're going to give her no respect by releasing a photo of her picking her nose. I'm disgusted right now by these people that are making this journey and doing it recklessly, irresponsibly, with no forethought on what they should be doing in order to make it safely across that desert. It disgusts me. I'm from Arizona. I know that desert, and it's this time of year, it's not even that hot, but it's still dry as fuck. And you cannot survive that desert without proper planning and execution. You can't. And that's common sense. And if you don't have common sense, you shouldn't be crossing the desert. Sorry. Not sorry. So this dude wants a thorough investigation. I bet you, dollars to pesos here, that he's going to sue for money against the U.S. government. Just like the lady who's suing from back in spring when her daughter died. Her daughter was in custody, got an upper respiratory infection, was released, and then 6 weeks after the fact, died. Not 6 days, not 6 hours, not 6 minutes. 6 weeks after she was released into the U.S. And that lady is suing us. So what did you do in that time frame? Did you take your child to the doctor? Because guaranteed, if you're released into the U.S., you're getting some benefits of some sort. You're getting food, you're getting shelter, you're getting medical care. Yep. What did you do with your kid in those 6 weeks? So this guy, guarantee you, he's going to end up suing us and blaming it on the U.S. I mean, not suing you or I when I say us, but us as a country. And I bet you this is going to start to be a trend. Yep. It's going to be a trend. So rumor has it right now, and this is just rumor, okay, because we obviously have no facts yet, but it is being said right now that the migrant caravan is planning on making another attempt to cross the border before Christmas. And watch, anybody who gets hurt, they're going to sue. They're going to sue because they want money from us somehow. I mean, they requested $50,000 a person. So they're not going to get their $50,000. We're not just going to hand them a check and be like, okay, bye. It's not going to happen. So they're going to try every angle to get something out of us. And watch, this is going to become a trend. People are going to start suing the U.S. because I got sick while I was in custody, or I fell and scraped my knee and I'm, or I got hit by a rubber bullet and I'm going to sue you now. Because they want shit from the U.S. They want free stuff. They want money. They want to be given everything on a platter in the promised land. And I'm disgusted by this because I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm responsible. And yes, I make mistakes, but I would never expect to go to somebody else's country and be handed stuff on a silver platter. I would never go to somebody else's country and blame them for injuries when I came across illegally. I mean, when is this going to stop? It's not going to stop. People, we need to build this wall and just completely stop them from entry. These people either need to go through a port of entry or go the fuck home. And fix your own country so you don't have to take these risks. Plain and simple. How do I know this? Because I'm a grown-ass adult. All right, guys. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. That's my update. He wants a thorough investigation for his own fault. Yep. I could do that for him for free. I will give him my services for free. All right. You may disagree with me, and that's okay. You can leave your comments below. If you're new to my channel and you like this content, you like what I've got to say, hey, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and hang out because I got a big mouth and I like to talk about a whole lot of shit. So guaranteed I'm going to have another update on something of this nature in the future. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. And if you would like to support future content, you can visit me on Patreon. I'll put the link below and you can support me there. If not, hey, that's okay. Hang out with me. I'm happy with that too. All right, guys. Until next time, peace out.